Yeah.
No loading chance. Loads of weight.
He's about 2 kilo, and a really big female will get up to very nearly 5 kilo.
That's another question. Yeah.
Up to the toy shop.
Well, she doesn't like the smell.
The baby drinks milk. Baby! The baby.
There's a lot of money in that. Would you want to do that? You might need to move.